Welcome back to Hydrohaven, where we dive deep into sustainable gardening practices that truly work. Today I'm incredibly excited to share a revolutionary Korean soil restoration technique that has transformed countless dead, compacted soils into thriving, fertile growing mediums. If you've been struggling with lifeless soil that seems beyond saving, this ancient yet scientifically backed method might be exactly what your garden needs. Let's explore how this remarkable approach can breathe new life into your growing spaces. The soil restoration method we're discussing today stems from Korean natural farming, developed by Master Cho Han-kyu in the 1960s. Unlike conventional Western approaches that often rely heavily on external inputs, KNF focuses on working with nature rather than against it. The philosophy centers on creating self-sustaining ecosystems where beneficial microorganisms become your greatest allies in soil regeneration. The Koreans understood centuries ago what modern science is only now confirming, that soil isn't just dirt, but a complex living system teeming with billions of organisms that, when properly nurtured, create the perfect environment for plant growth. Korean farmers developed these methods through careful observation of forest systems, where nature builds incredibly rich soil without human intervention. The technique we're exploring today mimics these natural processes, but accelerates them dramatically. What might take nature decades we can accomplish in months using these time-tested Korean principles. At the heart of this restoration technique lies the cultivation and application of indigenous microorganisms, or IMOs. These are beneficial bacteria, fungi, and other microbes collected from pristine local environments like undisturbed forest floors. These microorganisms are already perfectly adapted to your local climate and conditions. To collect these powerful allies, you'll need cooked rice, about 2 cups, and a wooden box, preferably made of untreated cedar or bamboo. Place the cooked rice in a shallow container inside the box, cover with breathable material like paper or cotton cloth, and secure it with string. Then place this collection device in a healthy forest area, ideally under old-growth hardwood trees where the leaf litter is dense and decomposing. Leave it undisturbed for 3 to 5 days depending on temperature and humidity. When you return, you'll find the rice covered in white mycelium, evidence that you've successfully captured local beneficial fungi and bacteria. This white growth should have a sweet, fermented smell similar to rice wine. If it's discolored or smells putrid, discard it and try again in a different location. The next step involves multiplying these captured microorganisms through fermentation. Mix your microbe-rich rice with an equal amount of brown sugar or molasses in a clay or glass container. Avoid metal or plastic. The sugar provides food for the microorganisms, allowing them to multiply exponentially. Stir this mixture thoroughly and seal it loosely to allow gases to escape during fermentation. Store in a cool, dark place for 5 to 7 days. The mixture will gradually liquefy as fermentation progresses, eventually becoming a sweet-smelling liquid solution. This concentrated IMO solution is incredibly powerful. 1 tablespoon contains billions of beneficial microorganisms ready to revitalize your soil. After this initial fermentation, you'll need to expand this culture further by mixing it with more food sources. Combine 1 part of your IMO solution with 10 parts of a mixture consisting of rice bran, wheat mill run, and soil from your garden at a ratio of 5 to 4 to 1. Maintain 60% moisture content, damp enough that when squeezed, a few drops of water emerge. Allow this to ferment for 7 to 10 days, turning it daily to ensure even colonization and prevent overheating. Now comes the exciting part, applying these microorganisms to your dead soil. The optimal approach involves 3 distinct applications over a 60-day period, creating dramatic transformation even in the most depleted soils. For the first application, dilute your matured IMO mixture with water at a ratio of 1 to 1,000, approximately 1 tablespoon per gallon of water, and thoroughly drench your soil. If possible, do this after a light rain when the soil is already somewhat moist. The microorganisms will begin breaking down organic matter, releasing nutrients, and creating soil structure. 2 weeks later, prepare a slightly stronger solution, 1 to 500, and apply it along with a thin layer of organic matter. Leaves, grass clippings, or vegetable scraps work well. The microbes will accelerate decomposition of this material, converting it into rich humus. Don't till or disturb the soil during this process. Allow the microorganisms to establish their networks undisturbed. For the final application, approximately 4 to 6 weeks after starting, create a solution at a 1 to 100 ratio, and apply it during a time when temperatures are between 60 and 80 degrees Fahrenheit for optimal microbial activity. This final inoculation establishes a robust, self-sustaining microbial ecosystem in your soil. A unique aspect of this Korean method is the application of what's called a carbonaceous layer on top of your treated soil. This consists of partially decomposed leaf litter, wood chips, or rice husks that have been inoculated with your IMO solution and allowed to pre-decompose for about 2 weeks. This layer serves multiple crucial functions. It protects your newly established microorganisms from UV rays, retains moisture essential for microbial activity, provides slow-release carbon as food for your micropopulations, and eventually becomes converted into stable humus that dramatically improves soil structure and fertility. Apply this layer 2 to 3 inches thick across your entire growing area. As it breaks down over the coming months, it will be incorporated into your soil through the action of earthworms and other soil fauna that the improved conditions will naturally attract. What makes this Korean method so remarkable is how quickly it works compared to other soil remediation approaches. Within 30 days, you'll notice your soil becoming darker and developing a sweet, earthy smell, the signature fragrance of healthy soil. The soil structure will begin to change, becoming more crumbly and less compacted. By 60 days, you should observe increased earthworm activity, a clear indicator of improving soil health. After 90 days, your once dead soil will have transformed remarkably, holding water better while simultaneously improving drainage, supporting robust microbial life, and providing a nutrient-rich environment for plants. Many gardeners using this method report needing 50 to 80% less fertilizer and irrigation after implementation. Plants grown in this restored soil typically show greater resilience to disease, pest resistance, and more vigorous growth. The benefits are not just immediate but long-lasting, as you've established a self-perpetuating system that continues to build soil fertility year after year. The most common issue gardeners face when implementing this method is impatience. Remember that while this approach works remarkably faster than other restoration techniques, you're still working with biological processes that need time. Resist the urge to till or disturb the soil during treatment, as this disrupts the delicate fungal networks forming below the surface. Another challenge can be over-fermentation of your IMO mixtures, resulting in unpleasant odors. If your IMO smells alcoholic or sour rather than pleasantly sweet, it may have fermented too long or at too high a temperature. In this case, it's best to start fresh, rather than apply potentially harmful anaerobic bacteria to your soil. Lastly, remember that this is a living system that responds to environmental conditions. During extremely hot or cold periods, microbial activity slows down. Plan your applications during spring or fall for optimal results when soil temperatures favor microbial growth. Whether you have a small container garden or acres of farmland, this Korean soil restoration method can be scaled to meet your needs. For container gardens, you can create microbe-rich potting soil by mixing your IMO with commercial potting mix at a ratio of 1 to 5, allowing it to integrate for a week before planting. For established gardens, apply the method in sections, gradually expanding as you see results. Many gardeners find success by starting with their most problematic areas first, using the visible transformation as motivation to continue with the rest of their growing spaces. This method pairs beautifully with other sustainable practices like mulching, cover cropping, and composting. In fact, adding your IMO solution to compost piles accelerates decomposition and enhances the finished compost's microbial diversity. What makes this Korean soil restoration method so special is how it bridges ancient agricultural wisdom with modern understanding of soil microbiology. For centuries, Korean farmers maintained incredibly productive fields without chemical inputs, simply by fostering beneficial soil life. Now, as we face increasing challenges with soil degradation globally, these time-tested techniques offer a path forward that works with nature rather than against it. By implementing this method in your garden, you're not just improving your soil, you're participating in a tradition of sustainable agriculture that spans generations and honors the complex relationships between plants, soil, and microorganisms. If you found this guide helpful, please subscribe to Hydrohaven for more in-depth explorations of sustainable growing methods from around the world. Share this video with fellow gardeners struggling with poor soil, and let's build a community committed to restoring our soils one garden at a time. Remember, when we heal our soil, we heal our planet. Happy growing.